All right, good morning, everyone. It's FOMC week, so I'm not really expecting too much. Nasdaq's right at all-time highs, so that's tough. Cause I don't have too many zones. I already marked up some zones, but I'll double check. Maybe I missed one. Let's see. And then I just realized, well, I didn't just realize it, but I was thinking about it. How it's FOMC week, and I usually don't trade Monday and Tuesday. And I usually trade Thursday and Friday, but this week I'm not going to be able to trade on Thursday because I'll be flying to Texas. So I'm not gonna lie. If I like a setup, what am I saying? If I like a setup I see, then I might trade it on my main accounts and then just aim for like a 1-to-1. But yeah, can't expect too much. I won't be surprised if it's like low volume. How does the daily candle look? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I see good zones, right? I see this 2 hour demand zone that we have bounced off of already. And then this area is also a 1 hour zone. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna mark it though since I have the 2 hour zone. Oh, look, this also is a 1 hour zone here. That looks like a good zone. Um, this is a 1 hour as well. And then we got another 2 hour down here. I mean, I'm thinking if we get below 374, I do think it'd be a good short. At least down to 237. That would be a clean move. I mean, longs could pop up from here as well. Whatever move happens, I'm hoping it happens around 9:30. That way I could actually get in the trade. But yeah, take this week is gonna be pretty slow for me when it comes to trading. I have been looking at other prop firms. Um, since Tops Up is just like I feel like a lot of people will stop trading Tops Up just because of their rule changes. Well, their payout cap changes. So I've been looking at Funded next. I'll probably start trading evals with them as well. Probably tomorrow. I did want to start this morning, but like I low key forgot to buy the accounts. So I'm gonna start those tomorrow. Because I was looking at the Funded Next accounts, and there's account, I think it's the legacy account on Funded Next, that the rules are very similar to like OG Top Step. Like $200, five, wow, five $200 winning days, and then you can request 50%, like very similar to Top Step. And then the payout cap is, I think, is 6,000 for the 50K and the 100K account. So it's like really good. And then I mean they also have like a rapid account as well. Has a smaller payout cap, but you could get the payout quicker. Whoops, this is not what I meant to mark. This is a gap down here that hasn't been filled. There we go. Damn, it looks like we might actually run past the 370s, which I wanted it to happen at 9:30. It looks like it's happening now though. Let me double check. Yeah, I don't see any more zones. I mean, this could be a small 10-minute zone. Yeah, that's about it for NASDAQ. We'll see how it opens up. On US 30, how much does the new PC cost? The new laptop, it was I think it was 1300 or 1400. But like it might sound expensive, but it's like compared to the other laptops, it's the cheapest option. Like there was like a $2,000 one, which was like better than my actual PC. I was like, I don't need that. Damn, I do not like how US 30 looks at all. It looks weird. But yeah, and then I also bought like these other monitors for like a, what is it called? Extended monitors? No. It's like you connect it to the laptop and it like, it's like two other monitors. And that was cheap. I wanted to get a more expensive option. It was like a quadruple monitor attachment and it was like 600. And I was like, you know what? I don't need that. And then I saw a cheaper option which was like two monitors and it was only like 180, which is pretty cheap compared to like the other options there was. But the great thing about buying all those electronics is that they're business expenses. So it's like it's beneficial. Yeah, damn, I don't see nothing. Leo, why are you crying? Oh, you guys can't see him. He's like sitting looking at the door crying. We going down today? Good, I hope so. Get a pullback. Man, I'm gonna take this week very slow. I usually don't perform too well for FOMC weeks, so I'm gonna take it easy. And yeah, I'm gonna keep aiming for one to ones. Okay, yeah, I don't see any more zones on US 30, which sucks because there's really nothing. I mean, this could be a 5 minute zone, kind of, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what I would trade on US 30, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I would take shorts if it gets below 238, but I just don't like how it looks. Yeah, because if US 30 goes down, I mean, this is a 3 hour zone, or sorry, a 3 minute zone. I should add this as a template. There we go. I mean, I'm thinking if US 30 gets below 238, it could go down to 127. Maybe even down to 0.37 this liquidity. But I don't know, because if you zoom out on US 30, it looks very bad. could take longs from here as well. We'll see, because I think NASDAQ looks better. That's all the zones I had, though. Fund index is expensive. Phew. Oh my god. I did see it was pretty pricey, but the payout rules are pretty good. So I'm hoping they do like a sale soon. Cause I noticed they don't really do like good sales for their future side. And like they might seem expensive, but I don't think they have activation fees. All of their accounts are just one-time fees. So it's like it's not crazy expensive. How do I calculate 1-to-1? I mean, you get the long position, short position tool, and you put your stop loss down. That's the first thing. Stop loss. And then right here it's gonna say your risk to reward ratio 1. If you want a 1-to-2. Yeah, this is the best way to calculate risk to reward ratio. Yeah, I'm excited to go to Texas for the barbecue. Has anyone been to Franklin's? It's like this really famous barbecue spot. That's where we're gonna try to go. Well, that's where I'm gonna try to go. But it depends. It's like, do I really want to stay in line for a couple hours for a barbecue? I don't know. But yeah, on Thursday, I'm going to be on a plane during market open. So I was like, damn. It just had to be during market open. I feel like that happens every time I travel. And I already learned my lesson about trading on the airplane. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's really not. Like last time I traded on the airplane, I paid for the Wi-Fi. I think it was like $20 for 1 hour. And I was like, hell yeah, like I'm gonna make these $20 back on these funded accounts. And I literally lost like double what I was risking. And I was pissed off. I was like, oh my god. Cause what happened was like if you've ever traded on a plane, you know what I'm talking about. You get in a trade and it doesn't say you took the trade, so you press it again, and then like you press it again, it doesn't say anything, and then like 5 seconds later, you're in double your size, and it's like, oh my god, it's stressful. It's stressful. That's why I got to fly Delta. I think it was American Airlines. I think, but like you get free Wi-Fi with American Airlines, but it like runs out. I think purchase Wi-Fi on the plane and trade. Yeah, it's not worth it. I already tried that. Wi-Fi sucks. Either way, free Wi-Fi, uh, paid Wi-Fi on the plane, it's gonna be bad. There's a place like that in Chicago that's good barbecue, but the portion sizes are small. I refuse to go. Damn. Now this place Franklin in Austin, Texas, it's like on another level. Like people literally start lining up at the door before it's even open. So I guess it has to be good. But yeah, I really never liked barbecue, or like I really wasn't a fan of it until I saw this show on Netflix. It's called Barbecue Showdown. And now we're like big fans of barbecue. I like brisket, pork ribs. I've never tried a beef rib. I think that's what it's called. Never tried it. It's like a huge rib. Wow, US 30 looks bad. How long have we been doing this? 10 days. Oh, okay. I mean, it's still pretty bad. I don't think we have any high impact news today. Did anyone see that Trump situation that happened? I think it was at the White House or something. It was like shots fired. I mean, I know you guys saw it. What am I saying? I know you guys saw it. It sounds scary for sure. But there was a couple of things. I don't know if it's social media or what, but like there was just a couple of things that didn't add up. Like if you know, you know. Okay, that's it. I got 10 minutes left for the market to open. Let's see what happens. See, my thing is like it was at the White House. So it's like how does someone get a gun inside of the White House? How does that happen? Cuz it was at the White House, right? And then like there was a clip of I think she was like a news reporter and they were telling her that like something was going to happen or something, which is like kind of weird. And then Trump's reaction. He was like chilling. He was like nothing until like the security moved him. The background of the guy was crazy. He was an engineer who worked for NASA. See, that's yeah, that is crazy. They keep sending rookies. Yo, I'm not laughing at that. I'm not laughing at that. It's just like I don't know, it's weird. But you know, it's scary at the same time, but like it is weird. It is. And you know what? You know what was more weird was when he actually got like grazed by the bullet. You know, when he got shot in the ear and everything. You know what was weird about that was the photo that came out of it where he's like this and it's like you're getting shot at and you're like doing this. Like what? Who is going to do that? If I'm getting shot at, if I'm getting shot at, Bro, I'm laying on the ground and my security's like moving me out of there. Bro, he did not care though. He was like focusing on the photos. So it's just like weird stuff like that that makes you think, you know? But you know, what do I know? I know nothing, so I don't know. It's just things that are a bit sus. He was clip farming. Yo, low key, like actually. Imagine I get banned. But like there's no way I get banned because it's like it's on social media. Like the only reason I brought that up is because I saw it on social media. So I'm getting influenced to talk about it. Let's just stick to the markets. Baby girl, the markets is Trump. We are talking about the markets. That's the thing. Trump is the markets. Go watch Patrick. Yo, I was watching Patrick stream yesterday. He's a professional yapper. Oh my goodness. Like I don't know. He's good. I will say that. He's very good at what he does. Like the streaming shit, he's good. I just be watching him like, damn, like he really just said that. Like he does not care. Sorry, I keep talking about random shit, but you know, how am I gonna talk about the markets if the market's not open? I got nothing else to do. We got 5 more minutes. See, like technically I could get in a trade now, but every time I've gotten in a trade pre-market, like every single time I regret it. So it's like it's just a rule now, where I wait for market open. It's crazy how like social media like I can't explain it, but like Justin Bieber keeps popping up on my shit, right? Because the whole Coachella stuff, and it's like now his song is stuck in my head. So it's like this shit. Social media literally programs you without even you knowing. It's actually crazy. See, and the social media influenced me to talk about the Trump. So it's guys, that's where it started from. Is this social media? What song? Bro, I would sing it, but I don't want to do that to myself. I don't know. I think it's Beauty and the Beat. I think it's that one. I don't know if that's the name. Is it real that Trump said buy Intel at 40, now it's at 80? Probably. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. I mean, he literally said to buy last year and that's been the bottom of the of the market literally. Like actually. Look at this. Let me zoom out. He said to buy around here. Like what? Crazy. Like yeah, like he said to buy it. and it's been going up ever since. Ever since. Wow. Wow, look at the support and resistance on the daily. Look at this resistance back here. Broke past it, boom, support. There's a market talk. See, like, I just wish, sometimes I do wish, like, I was somewhat friends with Trump because it's like, if you're friends with him, you're automatically getting rich. There's no question about it. Like, what? Wow, this is like the slowest market open ever, and it hasn't even opened up. I thought you weren't trading today. I thought I wasn't either. But then I was like, wait, if I don't trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or if I don't try to, then I won't trade Thursday for sure because I'll be traveling. That makes me think about Friday. Maybe I'll have a stream on Friday at the Airbnb, but we'll see. So I don't know what we're doing. Not even a little rich, like wealthy. Yeah, like I'll be set. I just need 1 year. 1 year as a friend with Trump. And like I'll be set for life. Or even with Barron Trump. Cause I know he's into crypto. Okay, here's gonna be the market open. We trade every day because if we don't, who will? You gotta show up. You gotta show up. Yeah, that's one thing about me is like I don't care if I'm losing or on a losing streak, I'm gonna be showing up. And I know a lot of you guys are the same way. It's just like you said, if we don't, who will? Where's VWAP? You got a call at 10. What? Why do I have a 9:30 alarm? I never put that. Alright, well, here's market open. I've been chopping up at VWAP the whole night. Okay, US 30 is right at this 45-minute zone. Ooh, but I'm looking at NASDAQ. Let's see how this closes. Yeah, I'm thinking if NASDAQ closes below 73, it'll be a good short. Still haven't gotten it closed though. Yeah, this could be a good long as well. If it, yeah, if this closes above 84 and it continues higher. It really depends how this candle closes. Yeah, if it gets above 390, I'm gonna take long. All right, I'm in a long on Nasdaq. $4.15. That's my 1-to-1. I like where the stop loss is too. I mean, I think if I get stopped, the shorts will continue. What? Oh my god, I'm fucking full porting this. What am I doing? What am I doing? What? Oh my god, no way. What the fuck am I doing? Why is there no copy trader on this? Oh my god, what is going on? Alright, well, I basically just full ported this account because my copy trading. What? I literally. What is going on? What? I'm so confused. Like, I didn't even get rid of that group. How is it not even a thing? That's so weird. Okay, well, I got stopped out of one account, which I'm done, though. 160. I can't believe I just did that. What account is this? This looks bearish. This It looks bearish if that's the thing. It's gonna do some BS. Unless this actually goes down. Alright, what account? 56. 56. Okay, great. I can't see it. That's so weird. My group is not even a thing. 50141. Okay. Great. So now I have 4 accounts. That is so weird. I've never had that problem. Like, ever. And it's only with Tradeify. Because with Lucid, the copy trader stayed. But with this, it's like not even a thing. My group disappeared. Okay, wow. Alright, well, it's retesting this white line. So I want to see how it reacts there. I mean, I think if it closes above 84, I still think it'd be a good long. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. All right, I'm gonna long this again. 402. Well, my 1-to-1's at VWAP. I mean, it's definitely low volume. Like, the 1 minute time frame looks chopped already. And then also, it already, for me, it faked out of shorts. Like, usually I would have taken the short right here. Yeah, I'm getting shit on. Like, what? Yeah, I probably won't trade tomorrow. This same thing will happen tomorrow. Yeah, that was probably my last trade. I'm trying to see. I mean, I feel like the best play was this long here on US 30. But like realistically, I would have missed it cuz I didn't wait. I wouldn't have waited for the 1 minute candle close. On Nasdaq, I don't know. I think maybe the best play for Nasdaq is to wait for the first 15 minutes for FOMC, cuz it's like it's never good. For US 30 it was fine. But then it started chopping up. Don't know what they're barking at. Oh my god, they're still barking. Well, I mean, I think if this 15 closes below 373, I do think it'd be a good long. Or, sorry, what? A good short. If it closes above 373, I think it'd be a good long. But let's see how it closes. Jesus. Yeah, look at how within that last minute of the 15-minute candle, it does the huge wick. Even though I'm not going to trade anymore, I do want to see what ends up happening if I waited for the first 15-minute candle. Yeah, I would think this is bullish. But it's like, it's FOMC week, so it's just like, usually what works for me doesn't work for FOMC. On a regular day, I would be thinking bullish. But it's like, it's already chopped up on this area. So it's kind of hard to, yeah. Or I mean, maybe the opening range breakout would be a good strategy to trade for FOMC week. Let's see. I mean, like usually I would say no cuz it's like a low volume market with the opening range breakout never gets signed. But like volume could pick up. US 30. Yeah, it's like with US 30, I'm not sure what I would have taken cuz it chopped up at this area. I mean, maybe I would have taken longs, but the only way I would have taken longs is with an early entry because it never really closed. Okay, let's see if this short continues. If it's actually going to continue, then it has to get below 316. Then I'd be like, okay, it'll short all the way down to 240. Yeah, what? I mean, so far it kind of looks like it bounced off of the zone, which is like not what you want to see for the shorts. US 30 ran past VWAP. Okay, I mean, it does look good for shorts. Like, it went back down, retested this area twice, then came back down. I would say that's good for shorts. It's just very spiky. Very spiky. Yeah, let's see if it bounces off of here again. How does a 5 minute look? Yeah, the orb is playing out well. That's probably what I'll do tomorrow then. Since I will trade, I'm gonna probably wait for the first 15 minutes and trade the trade the orb. Yeah, that's crazy. I was definitely bullish because it 15-minute looks like it bounced off of this area. But then that's like usually what happens during FOMC week. It does like things it normally wouldn't. Like usually if it respects a zone like it did on the 15-minute time frame, you would see it continue higher. But like it does things that like usually wouldn't happen, like chopping up at the zone or the 15-minute candle looking like it rejecting the zone, and then it like completely doesn't reject the zone. Even on the 5 minute, like usually I'd be bearish right here. I would have taken this short usually, especially since a 5 minute candle closed below. And then I would have gotten stopped out just for the shorts to continue. Yeah, I mean, now that it's getting below 316, I think it could go all the way down to 38. Yeah, especially since it retested up here. But I mean, something I wouldn't want to see is like the market slowing down in this area. That's like, what are we doing? Yeah, like I'd want to see it continue lower. Yeah, this is another self reminder of why I don't trade Monday and Tuesday for FOMC week. It's always some bullshit. Yeah, like, see, usually I'd be like, okay, we're just retesting the opening range. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if this fully goes back inside of the opening range. Because again, it does shit like you wouldn't expect. Or it does stuff that like normally, like, it looks like it's gonna play out and then like it doesn't. Like right now, I would be saying, okay, we're definitely bearish. And then watch it go back inside the opening range. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I'll definitely trade evals tomorrow. Yeah, like if this gets above 373, I already know it's some bullshit. Cause I already know usually this continued lower. But since it's FOMC week, it's gonna do bullshit. Okay, if it was a regular day, I'd be like, okay, I wanna see something like this. Especially since it had a 5 minute candle close below 373 and below the opening range. And it looks like it'll continue lower. No, it doesn't. It goes back inside the range. Like, oh my god. Both of the zones I would have taken a trade from, it got like completely, I don't want to say disrespect because that sounds weird. It just got chopped on. Like the price action on the zones is not what you usually see. Maybe that's just for supply and demand, right? Maybe that's just me. But why am I yawning? I just woke up. Um, I don't know. It's like I'm not surprised. It's FOMC week. This is why I don't trade Monday and Tuesday. But I was like, you know what? Let me trade a little bit. I'll do a quick 1-to-1. And no, no, that's not what happened. Yeah, I don't know what I would have traded. That's the thing. Like I usually would take these trades, and they usually would play out. Even this short here on down here at 316. Usually I would take that short. If I took this short, the same thing. Like I would have gotten stopped out. I would have expected this to continue down to 240, but no, not at all. Especially since it got below this 2 hour demand zone. How does a 15-minute look? Yeah, 15 minutes on Ozempic. Like, what are these wicks? Look at the body. This shit is crazy. I can't even be upset because I already knew this would happen. But I was like, let me risk it for the biscuit. With US 30, I'm trying to see what I would have taken. I wouldn't have taken anything. Yeah. The best play on US 30 for me was this long right here, right at market open. And it would have hit for a 1-to-1. But realistically, I wouldn't have taken it because the candle didn't close above 405. But maybe I would have. Who knows? I was so focused on NASDAQ because there's a 2-hour zone. So I was like, okay, it's a 2-hour zone, so it has more of a chance of like making a bigger move compared to this 45-minute zone. And I got chopped on. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it's a probability game, and it's like, with all the probabilities, I would have lost almost all the trades I would have taken today. Except this one right here, which is like not one I would usually take because I'd wait for the 1-minute candle. But I don't know, maybe I would have. And that's the thing with probabilities. If you look at my stats last year, every single FOMC week, even this year as well, every FOMC week, Monday and Tuesday, I do some bullshit. Or the market does something. So, if I'm thinking probabilities long term, yeah, I shouldn't have traded today. But I was like, fuck it. So I'm traveling Thursday. I definitely won't trade tomorrow when it comes to funded accounts. Not doing that. I'll trade evals tomorrow for sure. Oh, and then look at the 15-minute candle. It's like the first one I was bullish because again, we wicked off of this 50% line. And then if you zoom in, it ended up being bearish for a little bit. But then if you look at the 15-minute, it's still bullish. Yeah, I don't know. If you're going to keep trading, I would say like I would size down or not even trade. Because it's like, it's not going to do much. It's just not. I mean, yeah, like we've been moving sideways for both NASDAQ and US 30. Maybe it'll continue to go higher, right? Because that's the bigger time frame trend. But I think if it does, it'll be choppy. Yeah. Or, I mean, a strategy I could do for FOMC is just trade the opposite of what I think would happen. And it's going to play out every single time. Yeah, that's tough. I'm not surprised though. Or it's been working recently. Why are you going for funded next when it's so expensive? It's not so expensive. It just looks expensive because there's no activation fee. But if you compare it to like other prop firms with activation fees, it's not like crazy expensive. And also, they have cheaper options, right? They have 3 choices. So it's like you don't have to pick the most expensive one. You can pick the cheapest one and you'll still have better payout rules. Or you still have decent payout rules. Do you ever think of changing your strategy a bit because there's a lot of opportunities to make something? What? I mean, okay. All right, I don't know what you're trying to get at, but yeah, I do think about changing the strategy. But the thing is, with every single strategy, you're gonna have a losing streak. With every single strategy, you need data. Okay. So if I change strategies now, I'm gonna have zero data on it. That's number one. And then it's like, and once I get on a losing streak with that strategy, because it's bound to happen, you're gonna get a losing streak with every single strategy that there is out there. Whether the strategy makes a mistake, whether the market is not in your favor, or whether you make a mistake, you will get in a losing streak. That's just part of trading. So no, I don't think about changing my strategy. Do I think about adjusting it, changing some small things? Yeah. But I'll never think about going back to starting from zero. Why would I do that if I already know the strategy works? Like it's just long term thinking. You can't be thinking, yo, I got in a losing streak with this, so let me learn this unicorn strategy. No. If you do that, again, you'll be starting from zero again. So it's like, it'll just be this loop of you trying to learn a better strategy. So no, I don't think about changing strategies, even with a bad losing streak. Don't think about it. I think about adjusting it, yeah. And then it's like if it's not broken, why would you try to fix it? That's the thing. It's like you think your strategy's broken because you got in a losing streak. Every strategy's gonna have a losing streak. There's just no question about it. I mean, another thing is like you could learn a 90% win rate strategy, but you're not a robot, so you're not gonna execute it perfectly, and then that could skew your numbers, your data. So it's just like that's the thing. That's literally why a lot of people struggle because they always think there's a better strategy. So they spend years trying to learn all these different strategies. I just spoke to someone not too long ago, and he knows every single strategy out there. And he just came out and he said, he was like, Lonnie, like I just learned that. Let me go back to the message because what he said was actually, it made sense. He said, but every strat is going to take losses. I find myself thinking my way into the markets instead of following technicals. And then he said other stuff too. But it was like he just kind of realized that every single strategy is going to have a loss. And like, even if he learns, a high winning rate strategy, he's still going to make mistakes. So it's like, you can't stress so much about strategy. You gotta keep thinking like long term, like probabilities, data, right? If you start from zero with a new strategy, you have no data on it. Like you have someone else's data. That's not your data. Just because that strategy has 80% win rate does not mean when you trade it, it's gonna have an 80% win rate. Unless you execute it perfectly, which you definitely could, but if you're starting out with the strategy, you're gonna make mistakes. And yeah, it's also like if you've been losing a lot, you can't stress so much strategy because you gotta remember the market shifts. Like the market is not going to be the same every single day. There's going to be changes to it, to the volume. And then you got to notice patterns as well, like the FOMC week pattern. It's this right here. Every single FOMC week, Monday and Tuesday are just like this. And then most likely Wednesday morning as well. It's like I really wouldn't know that if I didn't journal the trades, with the strategy. But I mean, yeah, like it's up to the trader. It's just like if you get on a losing streak, it's up to you if you want to change strategies. But you have to remember, it's not gonna change like it's not gonna change your trading, you know? At the end of the day, you're still gonna have to manage risk, follow rules, stop trading when you need to stop. And those things your strategy don't really have. It's just kind of rules that you put in your system and that you have to follow. But like think about having a 90% win rate strategy and about how you could give out that strategy to anyone, right? Let's say I gave you a 90% win rate strategy. You're not going to succeed with it most likely because you're probably not going to manage risk with it, right? Or you'll do mistakes because you're new to the strategy. I don't know. I don't like to like overthink about like switching strategies cuz every time I did that, I regretted it. Like, every time. I learned a lot last year. Last year, every time I got on a losing streak, it was like I tried to like learn new things like order flow or like I don't know other concepts, and like it always just messed with my head. But that was it for me today. If I trade tomorrow, I probably trade evals for sure, for sure. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, another trade that would have played out was this 5 minute short here. This 5 minute supply zone. It just happened really quickly, so realistically, I wouldn't have gotten it, but it did play out. As soon as the market opened, we tapped into this area, rejected it. I mean, we went down ever since, kind of. Went down quite a bit from there. On US 30, now that I look at it, it did create a 5 minute supply zone right here, and that played out well. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, I think if I trade tomorrow, maybe I should wait for the 15-minute candle. But like that's the thing, even after the 15-minute candle, you still see bullshit. So I don't know. Shorts to 86, 286. Yeah, I mean, it almost got there for sure earlier. I mean, I would have thought it would have went down quite a bit over here. It didn't though. It went back up to the range. And then with these longs, I was thinking that since it was gonna be low volume, that we were just gonna go back inside of the range. But I mean that kind of didn't happen. yeah, I'm gonna see how the markets play out later, and I'm gonna journal these trades. But yeah, I like journaling trades like after the market plays out, so like hours after market open, to see like what really happened with the market, or if the trade that I took maybe ended up playing out, you know. But yeah, this is tough. Yeah, and then look at US 30 slowed down crazy. After these crazy moves, you get this like it doesn't add up. It doesn't. And then I think like if it's gonna really make a move, it'll make it randomly. Like it'll either chop a certain direction or like it'll spike, you know? It's gonna do weird stuff today and tomorrow. How do you compare Fund Index versus Tradeify? I would say Tradeify is better because when it comes to their future side, they've been longer. They've been a thing longer, and they have better payout certificates. Are you gonna trade before FOMC on Wednesday? Usually for FOMC day, I don't like trading in the morning. I like trading in the afternoon. But I only trade in that, or I only should trade in the afternoon only if there's like good volume, which happens rarely. It really only happens when like I don't know, Powell says something and like it really moves the markets, or like the decision rate made the markets move crazy. But like if it's a FOMC where it just doesn't move that much, then I don't trade it, or I shouldn't trade it. But yeah, FOMC week is tough because it's like me for example, like I really shouldn't trade Monday and Tuesday, but like sometimes it's hard not to. Yeah, I'm gonna do another giveaway for Lucid accounts this week. I should get more accounts, I think, by Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, we'll see. But alright, I'm gonna go talk to Cloud. Not talk to it, but I have been building really cool apps with Cloud. I can't lie. If you guys if you guys are using ChatGPT, you gotta let go. You gotta start using Cloud. It's like I promise you, it's like 10 times more smarter, and the things you could do with Cloud is like out of this world. I feel like Claude is gonna make me rich. I don't know why. I have a feeling. It's like with Claude, it's like possibilities are endless. You can build any type of app you want. So far, I've built an app that like tracks all my students and like every single bit of their issues. First of all, every call I'm on with my students, I have a note taker. It's called Fathom. It's an AI note taker, so it hears the conversation and then it takes notes from the call. So it's like I take those notes, I put them in the app, and the app is built for me to like notice certain problems that the student has. Maybe that I would realize or that I wouldn't realize, but the app does. And then it like makes like a custom 90-day plan for them. And it's so cool because I literally built the app in like less than a day, and it's able to do so much. And like that's the thing, it's not even like 100% done. I could add to it. But yeah, Claude is really cool. If you could think of any app you want to create, you can probably start creating it through Claude. It's really cool. Claude is better than Gemini. Yeah. Oh, it depends for what task. But let's say like you want to build something like I said, like an app, right? Or like a tracker or even a game. You can create it with Claude and you don't need to be a coder. You can just talk in words and like it'll do it for you. So for example, like when I was creating my app, I was just talking to it in English, right? Like normal. And then it would spit back out the code. So then I would copy and paste the code to like this certain other website, which like I literally don't know how to do it, but Claude told me what to do, exactly what to, and we did it in like literally like 3 4 hours yesterday, and it's crazy. And then if you create an app with Claude, it's like it either stays in the app or you have to turn it into its own like free website, if that makes sense. And then once you do that, you have to put it in a cloud, so it like saves the data, and that's what we did. And I don't know how to do that, but Cloud does, and it told me how to do it, which is really cool. So like if you ever thought about building any sort of app or you have an idea for one, check out Cloud. I promise you, it's like whoa. Yeah, it's in the App Store. Um, but really, you can't really do much through the phone. So you would have to do on like a laptop or a PC, right? Or a MacBook. I know a lot of people that bought like a mini MacBook or what's it called? It's like this Apple thing where it's like the computer like this small. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, the computer like this small and then like you just connect it to your monitor and then you have like, a a Mac, a Mac computer, an Apple computer. But yeah, it's really cool. Another thing I've realized that with Claude is I've already had like 5 people contact me saying, can you try this journaling app that I created? So a lot of people are creating like journaling apps with Claude. And my thing is like that's really cool, but it's going to be hard to monetize it because everyone's doing that. So it's kind of hard to like how do you say it? Differentiate. Yeah, I can't say it. It's kind of hard to be different when it comes to journaling platforms for trading because it's kind of the same thing. You just journal your trade. But yeah, I've already had like a couple of people contact me about, oh, I'm creating this journaling app. Can you try it out? And then I'm like, okay, sure. And it's like the same thing every time. So it's like, it's kind of hard to really make something with that. But like, I also thought about something else you could do with Claude instead of making something like a journaling thing. You could just make a journal that's personalized for you. Because you could feed it your information, your data, and it would coach you on your own trading. But yeah, it's like I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about AI and like how could I use it, you know, to make money or to help me with certain things, because the possibilities are endless, endless. But yeah, like right now, like one of my goals is to like grow the YouTube because I've been struggling with like posting long form videos. I mean, I haven't been struggling, but it's like I run out of ideas. It's hard to make a video that like a lot of people want to watch if it's not like a payout video. Cause that's what my come up was payout videos. So like right now I'm gonna work on this thing that helps me number one clip my stream, because that's another thing. Like the stream, it's already content by itself, but I could clip it. So the app, I give it the transcript for the stream, and then it helps me clip like certain hooks of the stream. And then it also could help me make video ideas, but with the video ideas, it's like focus on high retention. So that's what really pushes videos to the algorithm is high retention. So when people stay on the video longer, so the AI is like kind of programmed to make video ideas that have high retention, which is cool. I use Claude to backtest, change the game. See, that's cool. Yeah. Like there's endless things, endless. My journal templates and execution sheets is like click and play, easier to keep me accountable. Yeah, that's cool. Another thing I thought about with Claude was like making it not my personal assistant, but making it like I guess like an assistant, like I don't know how to say it. It's like something that could keep track of what I need to do every day. Cause it's like sometimes I forget to do certain things, and like that could really be bad for my business. So yeah, I thought about like building like a personal assistant for me. Cause again, you could like program it to do anything. Got me moving like Iron Man. Yeah, yeah. And then it's like I think about like competition. It's hard not to compare yourself to others, but like if you think about like other 20-year-olds, like they're not doing what I'm doing. They're not thinking how I'm thinking. They're not using AI like how I would use AI. So that makes me think like, damn, like I could really make something out of this that people my age aren't really thinking about. But yeah, like that reminds me. The other day, not the other day. This was a couple days ago. But anyways, I've told family that I'm moving to Texas by October, and then like I've had a couple people tell me, oh, like you're too young, to be moving to another state by yourself, or like, oh, good luck with that, like you'll be back. And it's like, bro, when you were my age, you were just out drinking and like clubbing. Like I'm not you, we are different. But that's why I built the channel to like, attract like-minded people. Like a lot of the people that watch me are just like me. That they think just like me. Like they want to be more than the people around them. You're leaving 2038. That's funny. Yo, no, there's someone that is like way obsessed with Claude and like AI. And like I'm not kidding, like they got offered like so first of all, like this guy is he's public and shit, but like his YouTube's kind of more private. And like I watched one of his streams on YouTube, and he was saying like how he built AI, or he built a certain AI, and like he was doing certain stuff with it, and this company contacted him, and the next thing he knows, he has billionaires in his house, and the billionaires basically like made a deal with him, and it was something with AI, and like how he could help them with it and shit. But like, and then he got equity from the company, so he's basically gonna be a millionaire. Crazy, crazy. And like he did that just by like messing with AI, and like um building certain things with it. Like something he built was like a not a lead maker, but something that gets all leads for a certain thing, in a certain area. Like he lives in Hawaii, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like I got like 50,000 leads for this in like 2 minutes," and it was like, what? But yeah, like it's really cool what AI is how do I say it? Like what's possible with AI? Like I don't know. I think we all know it's kind of the future, right? But like a lot of people don't know like what's actually possible with it. Even me, like I recently just learned about Claude and I've gotten obsessed with it and it's like, whoa, like I didn't even know this was a thing. But yeah, that's funny. The Tony Stark thing, that's funny cuz I do feel like him sometimes. When he was like building what is it called? When he was with Vision. Was it that one? I forgot what he was building, but he was like trying to figure out something. Like he figured it out with the AI. You have to try Claude Cowork. I saw that. I saw the like you can have agents and stuff with Claude. And I've been trying to watch videos with it, but they're so advanced that I'm like, what are you even doing? But I think that'll come with time. Like I know if I need to learn something, like I'm gonna learn it. But yeah, I've heard of people like having not employees, but like how do you say like replacing employees with cloud because they just programmed it to do certain things for you. Like that's crazy. And then you think about like how AI could replace certain jobs, and that's scary. You know, I don't know how like the AI bubble hasn't popped yet or something. I think it definitely will. I think we'll see like a huge shift in the job market, and in a bad way. Because with AI, like if you think about it, you don't really have to pay an AI hourly. Maybe you could pay it like with credits, but if it's your AI, you don't have to pay it. And it's like if I don't have to pay the AI, why am I gonna pay an employee even more to do a job that AI could do in a couple minutes or even a couple seconds? Like when I think about like I don't know, like data analysts, it's like aren't they scared like they're gonna get replaced because AI could do that very quickly. It could get trained to do it very quickly. So that makes me think about like certain jobs that people have that's just like, damn, that will be replaced soon. But then again, it's like a lot of jobs AI can't do, like construction or being a nurse, right? Or being a firefighter or a cop. But then that makes me think about the robots. Oh my god. Yo, this robot shit is actually scary. I was at BJ's. It's a grocery store. I don't know if you guys have it in your state, but it's a grocery store and I saw a robot worker. I have a video on it. But the robot was counting inventory and it was like literally walking around the whole store making like a beeping sound and it was counting inventory. And I was like, that is to me that was crazy because like I never really saw that, but like it just goes to show like future is coming pretty soon and it will change a lot of shit, whether it's good or bad for the market. What will you use AI for? Tracking or collecting data? I would say both. It's just kind of harder right now to track certain things because, well, at least I don't know how to. But for example, like with the YouTube stuff, you know, I asked it if it could collect my YouTube stats, and it was like basically no, unless like I gave it to it manually, which that's a lot of time that I don't want to spend on. I believe that AI will never beat trading and make money for traders. I think it will, but like I don't think it will replace traders, you know? Cuz like sometimes intuition is like the best strategy. You know, sometimes you can't explain certain things. You just kind of know it's going to happen. And like an AI can't really do that. But I do think AI will like replace certain things with trading. I mean, it's not replacing it, it's just kind of adding to it where like people have like trading robots. But for me, it's like I wouldn't want to depend on a trading robot. I'd want to learn the skill myself. So like that's why I don't think it's going to replace like certain things when it comes to trading. Making Ultron. Yo. I just downloaded Claude to make it my first project. Yeah, it's cool. You're gonna have fun with it. You definitely are. I mean, my first project wasn't nothing crazy, but like it showed me what's possible. For example, okay, quick example here, right? So with ChatGPT, if you ask it to make you a spreadsheet, it will give you like a horrible spreadsheet. It's not gonna be that good. It's not gonna be like, with separate tabs. It's not gonna be what you need. With Claude, if you tell it, I want this spreadsheet with this and that, bro, it'll give you a perfect spreadsheet with like everything you ask for. I think Claude has a free version, but there is paid versions. Yeah, ChatGPT templates are plain. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like it'll just have like words, not like, like, oh, like this is the title and like if you click on this tab it goes to that. No. With Claude though, it does everything. And then like the thing that was really like, whoa, wait, Claude is way better was that it creates not like a website, but like it creates, it's called like an artifact. That's what they call it. But like it creates like its app, like its own thing. And then if you create that, you could create it into your own website, which is what I did. Because at the end of the day, it's just like code, right? The app that it creates is just code. And if you have the code, you could create it into a website or an app. But yeah, I've been very obsessed with Claude. It's actually a bit crazy. But yesterday, like I went to a coffee shop and I was staring at my laptop working for like, what was it? It was like 4 or 5 hours straight, just looking at the laptop, and I loved it. Yeah, that was a nasty spike, and then it just goes back down. Mm, mm, mm. Ooh. But yeah, I've been thinking about like what apps I could really focus on building, because anything's possible. But yeah, now I'm focused on like content. That's another thing. I think content is the future, and social media. Even though I do think there are a lot of negative things, like I think social media is going to be like, I mean, it is right now, like content is the most paid thing, or one of the most paid things to do. But like the way I think about like, social media and stuff is like, and not just social media but content in general is just like people are actually addicted to their phones, to social media, to content. Even me, right? Like there's there's days where, no, there's not days. There's an issue I have, and I know I'm not the only person, where like you've scrolled so much that you pick up your phone and you open up Instagram without even realizing. And then like you start scrolling without even like really realizing. And like it's very addictive, you know? And I think that is like the future. Or like it's already here, right? Like I was looking at, you can go to any party. You could see any family. There will be a kid with a laptop. Sorry, not a laptop, with an iPad or a phone just watching content. Whereas before, if a little kid was, you know, here, we'd be outside playing, right? Like when I was a little kid, and I'm not even that old, right? I'm young. But a couple years ago, we were outside, right? We were going to the corner store getting treats, getting candy. Now, though, bro, when my little cousins hang out, they're making TikToks. Like shit is changing, and it's like, I don't know. It's, I think, like, if you're not preparing for it, like, you're gonna stay behind. That's what I think. Are you satisfied with what you have now? Like, with what? I mean, I'm definitely thankful and grateful for everything. I think I'm very rich when it comes to like, like family, love, food. Like I got a roof over my head, and that makes me satisfied. But yeah, with the content stuff, it's like, bro, it's actually a little bit sad to think about. Oh, another thing is with little kids, it's like the autism thing. And I've seen this so many times, but when a little kid grows up and you give it a phone constantly, or like a Nintendo Switch or an iPad, and you give it that constantly just for it to be like calm, it like doesn't really learn certain things it should. Like, I don't know. It's like I know someone that with their kid, it's like he's on the Switch 24/7. He has a Nintendo Switch. Ever since he was little, he's always had the Nintendo Switch. Like he literally goes to the bathroom, he eats with it, he does everything with the Switch. And now he just got like what is it? Diagnosed with autism because he can't speak properly. He can't communicate properly. And I honestly think it stemmed from him having the Switch all the time. And I bet like I'm not the only one that's seen that. You guys probably seen it just kind of in another way. But yeah, I think that's like what the negative effect is with, electronics and stuff. It's like it definitely like damages your brain somehow. Especially if you do it since you were young. It's like, oh yeah, like your brain is used to constant stimulation, and that affects certain things. They would generally throw hands if you took it away. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've never seen him without the Switch. And like that's the thing, like you can't really tell someone how to parent, but like it's like people have told the boys' parents that like, you shouldn't be doing this, you should be doing this. And it's like they don't really care cuz it's like they just want the baby, the child to be, still and quiet. And now, oh, another thing is like people were telling them that like it's not normal for, a 5 year old not to be speaking or not to be doing certain things. And like they kept just like pushing it like to the side. And now it's like the child has autism, so now they have to deal with it. Or it was diagnosed, but like people have been telling them. I don't know. To me, it's just like it goes back to like electronics and social media and how it has that negative effect on everyone, but mainly kids. Because like that's how they're growing up, is with that constant stimulation from electronics. I don't know. Just a thought. Just a thought. Like a Nintendo Switch. Do you think in today's time parents are soft? I mean, I don't know. I don't know like a lot of young parents, but like it's not about being soft, it's just like they give their child electronics like all the time. And it's like like someone said in the chat, like if you take it away, they start fighting with you, and it shouldn't be that way. Mm-mm-mm. What are your thoughts on Take Profit Trader? I think they're a really good company. I'm not gonna lie. I like to Take Profit Trader. The only thing is, and they don't really like put it out there, but like once you get funded, you have intraday drawdown. So that's why it's even harder to get to the daily payout, because you have intraday once you get funded. And like not a lot of people know that. A lot of people, they find out it's intraday like after they blow the account. They're like, what the heck just happened? And then they realize, oh my gosh, this was intraday. And it's because they don't really put it like out there. They just show the evaluation rules. Kids in China be smart. Yo, I want to go to Japan and China and all those, the other side of the world, because I just know like they're so advanced. I want to see cool things. I want to pull a Doyle trade agent session in Japan. What do you think your IQ is? I don't think my IQ is high. I don't. Like, I think I'm very average. But I don't know because I've never tested it, but I don't think it's high. I'm not gonna lie. That's the thing, it don't need to be high. But then again, I don't know because it's like most people my age on the wrong path, honestly. Do you think trading takes more EQ than IQ? I don't know what EQ is. Average in the United States is around 98, but most people you see on the street are under room temperature IQ. Yeah. That made me think about something I forgot. Oh, there's I think it was a statistic that came out that like the newer generations are coming out dumber. And like we, like us right now, are like the dumbest generation there's been. I don't know how they calculated that, but like Yeah, like people are getting dumber, and I think it's because of the electronics and like social media. Because it's like we have constant stimulation from social media in our phones. Like even me, I talked about a couple of days ago that like I struggle to finish certain task without like picking up my phone and like scrolling. Or like even with the reading and writing, I'm not I I can't even like memorize like two sentences. Maybe that's just me though, cuz like I never liked reading and writing. But yeah, like I'm honestly very average when it comes to like stuff like that. Who knows, maybe even below average, especially with the reading and writing, especially. People just like distractions. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think I don't know if there's a statistic that's like about procrastination. I think we're like the generation that mostly does it. Procrastinate. Procrastination. That sounds so weird. It sounds like I'm saying it wrong. Remember when our parents used to say it's the phone? I realize this more every day. Yo, it really is. So when I was younger, I think it was when I was in middle school or starting out high school, I didn't have a phone for 2 years. So I really got to see like, and this wasn't too long ago. That was like what? That was like 8 years ago at this point. Not too long ago. But like I was without a phone for 2 years and I saw like what most people didn't cuz they were on their phone. But yeah, like what I saw was just like for example at a dinner table like everyone is on their phone. Maybe not all the time, but or like another thing is just how distracting it really is. But I mean, there's good things about having a phone, right? Some things like the communication that you could have with anyone. Uh, you could search up certain things. You know, if you have a question, that's pretty cool. Like that's something that I missed when I didn't have a phone for 2 years. Was just like, nah, I wasn't able to really look up what I wanted to. You know, like if I had certain questions. PC is more productive than a phone. I feel like phone just drains the life out of me. Yeah, I think that too. Yeah, like a laptop could definitely do more. My first phone I had a Nokia 1101. Had a snake game on it. No, the first see that's how I know I'm younger because it's like the first phone I had was an iPhone or an iPod. I definitely had an iPod first, then it was the iPhone. Samsung with viruses. That's funny. Got an iPhone at like 13. Fried my brain. Imagine kids who got it at 4 or 5. Oh yeah. I had no iPad, no screen before 13. I was outside every day. Yeah. That's what I was saying. It's like when I was younger, like me and my cousins would be outside, making shit up, Oh, you guys know, like we'd be having imaginations. We'd be being creative. We'd be outside getting sunlight. And now it's like when I see the younger, my younger cousins, because we have like a group of like older cousins and then we have younger cousins. And my younger cousins, they don't really play outside. Maybe the boys, right, when they play basketball. But like they're just always kind of inside making TikToks. And it's like, whoa, that's so different. So different. And like, I don't know if it's good or bad. I mean, I do think it's bad, but how bad? I don't know. I think it is bad when it's like a baby, like a 2-year old with a phone already. Were you raised in PR or in the States? I was raised in New York. Yeah, I came to the States when I was really young. I think I was 2 years old. So I don't really remember PR. I mean, I visited a couple times, but yeah, I wasn't raised over there. I wish I was, though. Remember the days we used to play hide and seek, water balloon fights? Yeah. Yeah, New York Regan. Yeah, I don't know. I was raised in the gut in Beverly Hills. Wow, Beverly Hills. That sounds like a movie. That's funny. Double dutch with cable cords. Yo, I can never double dutch. Like we used to jump rope a lot. Like that was our thing. We did that a lot, but the double dutch, like I could never really get. But yeah, we used to double dutch with like a rope my grandpa used to use. Like not a jump rope though. It was like a very old rope. I don't know how to explain it. Cable cord. Yo, if you got hit, oh my god, I know that would hurt. If it was a cable cord, oh yeah, that definitely hurt. Most of the Puerto Ricans I know were raised in New York or Orlando. Very few actually in PR. Yeah, yeah. And then it's like the ones from PR. Like what I've noticed is like if I got cousins that were raised in PR, it's like of course their Spanish is good, but like their English is good as well. And it's like for me, I was raised in the States, so like my Spanish not as good as it was. So my English is fine. And it's like for them it's like both of them are perfect. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of games that a lot of us played when we were younger and like like now you don't really hear people playing it. All right, well, I'm gonna go head out. I'm gonna go talk to Cloud. No, I'm kidding. I don't talk to it. I'm just kidding. But I will chat with it, and I do gotta feed the dogs. So I hope you guys have a good day. Uh, yeah, I'm not surprised that they ended up playing like this. That's why I usually don't trade. Monday and Tuesday for FOMC week. So tomorrow, if I trade, definitely be an eval for sure. I'm not sure I will keep this account because I only have $164 left. Don't know how that happened. See, so what happened was somehow my group account to copy trade got like completely erased. It wasn't there, which I don't know how because I don't even like mess with this at all. So that was weird. So I ended up like full porting this account on accident. That was tough. But I don't know. I'm gonna stay hopeful. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, and then I'll trade an eval for sure.